Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. So, uh, we have already started this lesson and we came to know
Good
about
morning, ma'am.
good morning. So, we have already started this lesson and we came to know about the dates. That is how important are dates. Usually, most of us think that history is all about dates, but nothing is as such because some events or some situations, some conditions appeared in the past which can be related. हिस्ट्री में सिर्फ डेट्स ही याद करने का नहीं है बट इम्पोर्टेंट इवेंट्स है जिससे को हम रिलेट कर सकते हैं और वो सिचुएशंस इकोनॉमिक पॉलिटिकल कल्चरल कितना कुछ चेंजेस आए हैं वो सब हम देखने को पढ़ने को मिलता है हिस्ट्री में सो इट इज नॉट सेड इट इज नॉट ट्रू टू से द थिंग दैट हिस्ट्री इज ऑल अबाउट डेट्स then we have seen that the dates can be means a particular event cannot be all the events we can say that all the events cannot be or situations cannot be given the day particular day or the date clear because few things which happened in the past can't be precisely given a fixed single one single date or day because it took few years कुछ समय लगा उनको हिस्ट्री में वो आने में जैसे कि वी कैन से दैट द कमिंग ऑफ द टी पीपल स्टार्टेड ड्रिंकिंग द टी तो एक साथ एक समय पे सारे लोगों ने तो शुरू नहीं कर दिया चाय पीना है ना देन द नेशनल अबाउट द नेशनल मूवमेंट एक ही साथ में एक ही बार में एक ही दिन ऐसा तो नहीं हुआ कि सब लोग ज्वाइन हो गए इंडियंस और ब्रिटिशर्स के खिलाफ खड़े हो गए नो इट टुक टाइम सो the changes appeared in the past. It took place with economy and society, and we cannot means say that the things happened in a one particular date or a day, but it can we can refer to the span of time. एक पर्टिकुलर टाइम स्ट्रेच बता सकते हैं हम कि इस टाइम से लेकर इस टाइम के बीच में ये चीज हुई होगी देन विच डेट्स we if we see that the British has written about the history, past history of Indians, and they were most probably they focused their attention on the rule of the governor generals. Governor generals when the we as Indians were under the rule of Britishers. So mostly the Indian history, which is written by the Britishers, they focus the attention on the rule of Governor General only. All the Governor General, how they rule, what was the administrative system under the these Governor General, what was the condition of the people under these Britishers. So ये फोकस जो ब्रिटिशर्स ने रखा वो अपना जो भी चीजें जो भी थिंग्स जो भी इवेंट्स जो भी कंडीशन प्रिवेल हुई वो ऑल अराउंड वाज rotating around the work of governor generals only who came here to rule India on behalf of the Britishers East India Company. So now I think we have also started with this. No, we have to start with how do we periodize. Now we have also read about different governor generals. Name of different governor generals: Hastings, Wellesley, Bentinck, Dalhousie, Canning. These all were the governor generals and viceroys who came to India. They were the governor generals here. They were ruling on behalf of the East India Company. So, to learn more about our past, is just not only we can say that we can focus our attention to the dates only, but we can say that what is the criteria of our study of history. We can know about those events, those situations, the condition of the people. So many more things are there in history that we can understand about it. Clear? Then we have also understood about how do we periodize. ये भी हमने पढ़ा था how do we periodize. So James Mill, who was James Mill? He was a Scottish economist, political philosopher, and we have also seen that he has published उस वक्त प्रिंटिंग प्रेस आ गए थे, तो उन्होंने पब्लिश किया क्या, एक मैसिव 3 वॉल्यूम वर्क, मैसिव मीन्स बहुत बड़ा 3 वॉल्यूम वर्क, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज द हिस्ट्री ऑफ ब्रिटिश इंडिया। हिस्ट्री ऑफ ब्रिटिश इंडिया के बारे में हमने पढ़ा, और ही हैज डिवाइडेड ब्रिटिश मीन्स हिस्ट्री ऑफ इंडिया इनटू 3 periods, that is Hindu, Muslim and British, according to the rule of the rulers, जो राजा के अकॉर्डिंग उन्होंने डिवाइड करा। फर्स्ट इट वाज द रूल ऑफ हिंदू, मुस्लिम एंड ब्रिटिश। नाउ इज इट करेक्ट टू डिवाइड our Indian history according to the rulers?
No, ma'am.
नो मैम, व्हाई? बिकॉज सिर्फ हिंदू, मुस्लिम और ब्रिटिश, ये सिर्फ रूलर्स के अंडर में जब ये लोग रूल कर रहे थे इंडिया में, तो सिर्फ हिंदू पीरियड में सिर्फ हिंदू लोग ही नहीं थे, मुस्लिम पीरियड में सिर्फ मुस्लिम लोग ही नहीं थे, बट दे वर रूलिंग ओवर all whole of population which was at that present at that time under their rule. So Hindu rulers jarur the, but they were ruling over the people who were having different caste, different religion, different customs and traditions. So it is not correct to say that uh, James Mill has divided this British India or Indian history into these 3 categories, because at that time many other uh, religions were also present in these era, when the Hindu rulers were there, Muslim rulers were there, or particular British rulers were there. Then we have seen that the periodization was Mill thought that all the Asian societies were at the lower level of the civilization of the Europe. Europe से थोड़ा सा means lower level पे समझते थे Mill, because these Indian peoples according to Mill were bonded with, वो कैसे किससे बंधे हुए थे, रिलीजियस इंटॉलरेंस से, मीन्स वो दूसरों के रिलीजन से रिस्पेक्ट नहीं शो करते थे। they were restricted to caste taboos. Caste taboos means, I had already made it clear, the ban made by the social customs and traditions, do nots। कास्ट में आपको कहा जाता है ना, आपकी कास्ट में कि भाई ये काम करना, ये काम नहीं करना, so they are the taboos, they are the bans you should follow when you are in a particular caste. And then superstitious practices dominated, जो सुपरस्टिशंस भी बहुत सारे थे, अंधविश्वास भी थे। तो दैट इज व्हाई मिल थॉट दैट द इंडियन सोसाइटी शुड have a change, and this change should be brought by the coming of the British rule only, because according to Mill, Britishers were more educated, more enlightened, and with the coming of the British rule only, the means India can make progress. And then further, we have seen about the word modernity, that it is not so that ancient means we have divided into history into Indian history into ancient, medieval, and modern. But this division also has a problem. This division also has a problem. What problem this division is facing now? Ancient history, that is the early history, early man history. Then medieval and modern. Now modern, if modern we say, we use the term modern, that means the coming of the science, technology, reason, democracy, liberty, and equality. But modern year, in the modern period, you are going to read about the British period, and the British period was was not called as such, the that the people were having liberty or any kind of equality. So अगर modern word use किया जाए British history के लिए, then that was also not correct, because Britishers के अंडर में भी जो इंडियंस थे, वो उनको कुछ तरह का फ्रीडम नहीं था, उनको इक्वालिटी नहीं मिली थी, and that is why this division of Indian history also is not proper, we can say. So many historians refer to this period as colonial, और इसीलिए ये मॉडर्न पीरियड को काफी हिस्टोरियंस क्या कहकर बुलाते हैं, colonial, the word colonial. Now in this book you will read about the way the British came. Now about the way the British came, how the Britishers came. The Britishers came as the traders. The Britishers came here as a trader. So in this book you will read about the way the British came to conquer India, and establish their rule. और धीरे धीरे क्या करा, वो एज ए ट्रेडर आए और फिर उन्होंने अपना रूल, अपनी सुप्रीमेसी स्टैब्लिश करना शुरू कर दिया, एंड दे स्टार्टेड एक्सपेंडिंग देयर सुप्रीमेसी एंड देयर टेरिटरीज, एंड दे स्टार्टेड कॉन्करिंग आर कंट्री. धीरे धीरे एक के बाद दूसरा स्टेट वो अपने अंडर में लेने लग गए. Subjugating local nawabs and rajas. Now subjugation, does the word subjugating means? Subjugating means the coming under other countries dominion, the coming of one country or one area under the other clear other dominions. यहाँ पर हम किसके डोमिनियंस में आ रहे हैं, किसके अंडर में आ रहे थे, ब्रिटिश के अंडर में आ रहे थे. क्लियर. सो ब्रिटिश केम टू कॉन्कर द कंट्री. हमारी कंट्री पे विजय प्राप्त करने के लिए ब्रिटिश आए थे, एंड टू इस्टेब्लिश देयर रूल, और अपना रूल यहाँ पर अपनी सुप्रीमेसी शो करने के लिए. सब्जिगेटिंग लोकल नवाब्स. लोकल जो नवाब्स थे हमारे यहाँ के, जो लोकल इंडियन नवाब्स, इंडिया के जो राजा थे उस वक्त, जो राजा राज कर रहे थे भारतवर्ष पे, उनको धीरे धीरे अपने अंडर में ले लेना, अपने प्रभुत्व में, अपने साम्राज्य में मिला लेना. दैट वाज द मेन इंटेंशन ऑफ द ब्रिटिशर्स. Hope it is clear. Now you will see how they established control over the economy and society, collected revenue to meet all their expenses, bought the goods they wanted at low prices, produced crops they needed for export, and you will understand the changes that came about as a consequence. Now, what all things happened as the coming of the colonial rule? Coming of the colonial rule means coming of the British rule in India. What all things happened? There was total control of the Britishers. Britishers के अंडर में पूरा आ गए थे इंडियंस. उन इंडिया की इकोनॉमी, इंडिया की सोसाइटी, और जो भी रेवेन्यू वगैरह जो भी कलेक्शन होता था वो सब ब्रिटिशर्स कलेक्ट करते थे टू मीट देयर एक्सपेंस. उनका एक्सपेंस, टू मीट देयर एक्सपेंस, उनका क्या एक्सपेंस था? टू to keep the soldiers their military and army. एंड उस पे जो एक्सपेंडिचर होता था, वो उस पे जो एक्सपेंडिचर होता था वो एक्सपेंडिचर कहाँ से वो लेते थे? रेवेन्यू लगा करके, लोन टैक्स लगा करके इंडियंस पे. सो ब्रॉट द गुड्स दे वांट एट द लो प्राइस. और जो कुछ भी उनको सामान चाहिए होता था इंडिया में, तो वो लो प्राइस से यहाँ पर खरीद लेते थे. यहाँ से जैसे कॉटन क्लोथ, सिल्क क्लोथ यहाँ के बहुत अच्छे थे इंडिया के, तो यहाँ से वो कम पैसे में ले जा करके और अपने वहां पर ब्रिटिश में, इंग्लैंड में ले जा करके बेचते थे, जहाँ पर बहुत अच्छी डिमांड थी और वो ज्यादा प्राइस में बिकते थे यहाँ इंडिया की चीजें. एंड दैट इज व्हाई दिस वाज द कंडीशन when the colonial rule was there. That means we were total control over the economy, society, and everything. Means that the goods which they were also purchasing in the low price, produce crops they needed for export. और जो भी क्रॉप्स उनको जरूरत थी, उनकी जो इंग्लैंड में डिमांड थी, जिस क्रॉप्स की उनको ज्यादा जरूरत थी, वो ही क्रॉप्स यहाँ के इंडियन फार्मर्स को वो लोग ग्रो करने के लिए कहते थे एग्रीकल्चर लैंड पे. एंड यू विल अंडरस्टैंड द चेंज दैट कम अबाउट इन द कॉन्सिक्वेंस. और एक के बाद एक जब इनका रूल आया तो कैसे चेंजेस आए भारत में, ये आप अब पढ़ेंगे इस क्लास 8th में. You will also come to know about the changes British rule brought about in values and taste. अब ब्रिटिश रूल जब आया तो वो अपने साथ क्या लाया? अपना कल्चर लेकर आया, अपने वैल्यूज लेकर आया. वहां से जो आए वो, तो उनका कस्टम, उनके ट्रेडिशन, उनके प्रैक्टिसेस, वो सब चीजें अपने साथ उनके साथ आई. When the subjugation of one country by another leads to this kind of political, economic, and social cultural changes, we refer the process of colonization. Ab jab when the you can underline this, when the subjugation of one country by another. That means the subjugation, जब एक कंट्री दूसरे कंट्री, पावरफुल कंट्री के अंडर में आ जाती है, तब क्या होता है? धीरे धीरे सब कुछ, जैसे उनका पॉलिटिकल, एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन, इकोनॉमिक, सोशल एंड कल्चरल चेंजेस, सब कुछ किस पे डिपेंड हो जाता है? उस कंट्री पे जिसके अंडर में वो कंट्री आई है. तो द सुपीरियर कंट्री विच हैड टेकन ओवर whole of the control over that territory had the total change in the political, economic, social and cultural changes. सारा कुछ culture, political, economic वो अपने according चलाना शुरू कर देती है. That is called as colonization. और इसको क्या कहते हैं? Colonization. जैसे वो अपना कल्चर, अपना ट्रेडिशन, अपना एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन जो वहां पर इंग्लैंड में चलाते थे, वो सब चेंजेस यहाँ पर ला करके यहाँ उन्होंने लागू करना शुरू कर दिया. दैट इज द प्रोसेस कॉल्ड एज colonization. I hope it is clear till here. Everybody clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
अभी कुछ समझ में नहीं आया तो पूछ लीजिए. Who is going to tell me the word meaning of the colonial? Colonial means? Anybody? The word colonial means? अभी मैंने समझाया ना. It is
Modern history.
हाँ,
Modern history.
colonial modern history तो है, but
Ma'am,
modern
the period when British.
हाँ,
Ma'am,
Ma'am,
modern
the
history.
period when British
Modern history.
yes, modern history
ruled India.
को colonial को क्यों बोला जा रहा है? Modern history को colonial इसलिए कहा जा रहा है because in this time this is associated with the domination of the British. ब्रिटिशर्स का बोलबाला था यहाँ पर. हम लोग जो भी इंडियंस थे उस वक्त ब्रिटिश के अंडर में मींस रहे थे. ठीक है ना? That is called as
Yes,
colonial.
ma'am.
So it is associated with the domination of the British. When people do not have equality, freedom or liberty, जब लोगों के खुद के पास, इंडियन पीपल के पास इक्वालिटी, फ्रीडम, लिबर्टी कुछ नहीं था और वो जो भी काम करते थे वो ब्रिटिश के अकॉर्डिंग करते थे, दैट इज टर्म्ड एज colonial. Clear?
Yes,
Now,
ma'am.
you will, however, find that all classes and groups did not experience these changes in the same way. That is why the book is called Our Past in the Plural. Plural के में बोलते हैं our past. क्यों हमारी बुक को our past करके बुलाते हैं? क्योंकि जो ये चेंजेस हुए थे, ये सारे चेंजेस सारे क्लासेस के लोग एक्सपीरियंस नहीं करते थे. कोई कुछ मानते थे, कोई नहीं मानते थे, कोई अपोज करते थे. सो हमारे पास्ट में भी बहुत सारे चेंजेस होते थे. क्लियर?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, how do we know? What sources do historians use in writing about the last 250 years of Indian history? Last 250 years जो Indian history लिखी गई, उसमें हमारे historians ने what all sources they have used to know about past 250 years of Indian history. Now, administration produces records. अब क्या-क्या sources use हुए, वो we will read now in the coming lesson. First and foremost thing is administration produces records. Administration, जो भी administration था उसमें records रखे जाते थे. That means proper official records were kept from which we can know about how was the administration run in the last 250 years. One important source of the official record of British administration is what? The records. The British believed that the act of writing was very important. What was the belief of Britishers? What was the belief of the Britishers? That the act of writing, everything should be in the written form. So every instruction, plan, policy, decision, agreement, investigation had to be clearly written up. So according to Britishers, they were very much means means they were very much accurate about to write the things, to note down the things in the written form. So whatever instructions they were giving, whatever planning they were doing, whatever policy or decisions they were taking, whatever agreements they were doing with our Indian rulers or with any other country, whatever investigation they were doing, it was all clearly written up. So whatever things were instructed done by the Britishers, they were all noted down carefully. Once this was done, things could be properly studied and debated. And once all the things are properly noted down, properly written down, जब क्या होता है कुछ चीज अगर आपके सामने अच्छे से लिखी गई हो या लिखी हुई आपको दे दी जाए और जब आप उसको पढ़ोगे तो यू विल बी बेटर अंडरस्टैंडिंग दैट थिंग। अगर आपको कोई स्टोरी दी जाए, मैं आपको सिर्फ स्टोरी सुना दूं ऐसे, तो आप इतना अच्छे से ध्यान से, आपका ध्यान कहाँ होगा, आप सुनोगे आधी नहीं सुनोगे। बट इफ दैट स्टोरी आई एम गोइंग टू गिव इट टू यू इन द रिटन फॉर्म, then what will happen, you will properly read it and you will be able to understand the story properly. So this was the main intention of the Britishers, that everything was written, is done in the written form, and the things could properly studied and debated. और उसके बाद जब वो written form में उनके पास थी चीजें, then that whatever the written material was there, it was properly studied, वो ध्यान से पढ़ा जाता था, and then it was debated. Debated means discussed among themselves. So this conviction produced an administrative culture of memos, notings and reports. So ये जो administrative culture था, ये जो writings थी, उसमें memos, notings and reports भी आता है. Clear? मेमोज मीन्स किसी को कुछ आप ऑर्डर देते हैं या कुछ आप वर्क उनको देते हैं काम करने के लिए, देन written memos were given, notes were given and the reports were taken. Whatever work was given, the reports were properly taken in the written form. So everything was done in the written form. The British also felt that all important documents and letters needed to be carefully preserved. Now British also believe not only in the writing but in the preservation of the things also, that important documents and letters need to be carefully preserved. अब वो सिर्फ यही नहीं समझते थे कि ठीक है हाँ लिख के रख लो, नहीं, लिख करके क्या करना है, उनको अच्छे से सुरक्षित स्थान पर रखना भी है, ताकि later on whenever they will be in need to have the look of that particular note or memo or report, they can have a look again and they can discuss the thing carefully. That is why the things were noted, written, and it was kept carefully preserved by the Britishers. So they set up record rooms. और इसके लिए उन्होंने क्या रखे अपने साथ, record rooms, and that record rooms were attached to all administrative institutions. और जितने भी administration के institutions थे, जितने भी buildings थी administrations की, उसमें ये record rooms रखे जाते थे. Means at least one record room was present in that record room. These letters, memos, and writings were preserved carefully. The village tahsildar office, the collectorate, the commissionerate office, the provisional secretariats, the law courts, all had their record rooms. Means these are the administrative institutions. ये सब क्या है? Administrative institution, administration जहाँ से चलता है, कैसे कामकाज होगा गवर्नमेंट का, ये सब ऑफिस गवर्नमेंट ऑफिसेज हैं. यहाँ पर सबके अपने रिकॉर्ड रूम्स थे. And specialized institutions like archives and museums were also established to preserve important records. Or archives, we are already aware about this word, archives and museums. Archives are the place where these important documents were kept safely. So the specialized institutions were also there to keep these things safely, recorded item or written item safely during the British period. So letters and memos that moved from one branch of the administration to another in early years of the 19th century can still be read in the archives. So जो letters और memos जो हम देखते हैं एक जगह से दूसरी जगह, जैसे आप लेटर लिखोगे तो आप अपने आप को तो लेटर लिखोगे नहीं, आप किसी और को कुछ अपने बारे, कुछ अपनी मीन्स बात करने के लिए या आपको कुछ बेनिफिट मिल जाए उसके लिए आप कुछ लेटर लिखोगे, या अपनी कोई प्रॉब्लम सॉर्ट आउट हो जाए उसके लिए कुछ लेटर लिखोगे, मेमोज लिखोगे कोई बात के लिए. तो वो सब चीजें एक जगह से दूसरी एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन ब्रांच में जाती थी. और दिस एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन टू अनदर अर्ली इयर्स ऑफ द 19th सेंचुरी, ये आज भी हमें कहाँ देखने को मिलती है, जो ब्रिटिश टाइम के समय में जो रखी गई थी, ये सब लेटर्स और मेमोज आज भी preserved है archives में. I hope it is clear. they are still be read. They can be still read in the archives. Clear? Now you can also study the notes and reports that district officials prepared, or instructions and directives that they were sent by officials at the top to provincial administrations. अब आप जितने भी notes reports लिखी गई हैं district officials ने जो prepare किया, means each and everything which was written in the government offices, which the rules, the regulations, the means the provisions, whatever decisions were taken by the Britishers, all the instructions, all the directives means the guidelines, all were sent by the officials at the top to the provincial administrators. Means बड़े कैटेगरी के लोगों से लेकर के और लास्ट प्रोविजनल जो प्रोविंस में एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर्स होते थे, गवर्नमेंट ऑफिशियल्स होते थे, वहां तक ये सब चीजें ऑफिशियली प्रेजेंट रहती थी. So in the early years of 19th century, these documents were carefully copied, but beautiful handwriting by calligraphists. अब ये जो early years of 19th century में ये documents जो preserve किए गए थे, वो beautiful handwriting में किसके द्वारा लिखी गई थी? Calligraphists. Now, who are the calligraphists? They are the person who are specialized in the art of beautiful handwriting. Calligraphists, you can underline this. Who are the calligraphists? Calligraphists are the people who are very much specialized people, who are specialized people in the art of beautiful handwriting. उनको beautiful handwriting लिखने का art आता है, and these people are called as calligraphists. और जो ये records और documents preserve किए गए थे, ये beautiful handwriting में preserve kiye gaye the, and they were written by calligraphists. So I hope who is a calligraphist? The word calligraphist is clear. Who is a calligraphist? Hello. Who is present in the class? Nobody is present. What do you mean by the word calligraphist? Huh?
The good handwriting.
Yes.
Handwriting.
Yes, specialized people. Those people, those persons who are specialized in the art of beautiful handwriting, उनको ये beautiful handwriting लिखने का तरीका आता है. They are called as calligraphists. Clear? So by the middle of the 19th century, with the spread of printing, multiple copies of these records were printed as proceedings of each government departments. और हर government departments की जितनी भी means वो होती थी, meetings वगैरह होती थी, सब clearly noted down होती थी, and जैसे ही printing press आई, ये सब record printed किया गया. Now, figure 4, we will see that National Archives of India came up in 1920s. Now, when did the National Archives of India came up in which year? Came up in 1920s. When New Delhi was built, the National Museum and National Archives were both located close to Viceregal Palace. Now, National Archives and National Museum was where located? It was located to Viceregal Palace. Viceregal again is a क्या है वो एक we can say एक तरीके की उपाधि है ना. इट इज अ टाइटल वाइसरीगल पैलेस. तो एक तरीके से फोर्ट के वाइसरीगल जहाँ रहता था उसके पैलेस के पास में ये नेशनल आर्चिव्स और म्यूजियम प्रेजेंट था. दिस लोकेशन रिफ्लेक्ट द इम्पोर्टेंस ऑफ इंस्टीट्यूशन हैड इन ब्रिटिश इमेजिनेशन. और ये इंस्टीट्यूशन हमें शो करता है कि ब्रिटिशर्स के लिए ये म्यूजियम्स, ये नेशनल आर्चिव्स कितने इम्पोर्टेंट थे. सो आई होप इट इज क्लियर टिल हियर. In our next class, we will continue with surveys become important. Till then, you read till here. Whatever you are not able to understand, ask me in our next class. Okay. So I end up here only. Thank you.